So we've been on this farm for about 3 years. We produce free-range pork from rare breed pigs, mainly Berkshires, which we cross with a Duroc boar. One of the key relationships that we've developed over the course of the farming enterprise that we're running here is with our local Colac land care network. Andy Gray's been our local representative, and he's helped us to apply for the grants and also identified what areas we can improve on the farm. That's been in conjunction with the Corangamite Catchment Management Authority.
The on-farm water efficiency project is a fantastic example of how Corangamite CMA, community-based land care and landholders can work together to improve integrated catchment management.
Boundary Creek is a tributary to Barwon River, and Barwon River is a high priority waterway for the Corangamite Catchment Management Authority. So we're able to attract funding to the farm to be able to protect the waterway.
The water issues we wanted to address on the farm were the water quality of the dam water. That was the main one because we use that to water all the pigs. We'd also wanted to make sure we had more underground piping for our water because the pigs will often, if there's a pipe above ground, they'll rip that off and waste water. And also the water troughs we used, they used to undermine them and waste water as well. The main amount of the funding went to a water filtration system down at the dam. That recirculates water throughout the dam through the filtration, cleans up the water quality and also strips nutrients. We've also put a solar system on top of the house which runs all the power around the farm, including the pumps up to the header tank and the filtration system, and a lot of fencing and revegetation work.
The way we deal with water runoff on the farm here is to filter the water. Once the water is in the dam, it gets sucked into a pump, and that pump actually filters the water through a series of plants and gravel and media, and that media then holds that nutrient, but otherwise the water then makes its way back down through a waterfall that aerates the water and puts it back into the dam. We also have fenced off the waterway to hold some of the nutrient in the landscape and filter that water before it hits the Boundary Creek.
We learnt pretty quickly at the start. We cleaned out the Boundary Creek and seen that the erosion was starting to cut away into our paddocks. So after we identified that was a problem, we knew how to put a stop to that, otherwise it would continue on.
We wanted to work on this farm to use as an example that any of the principles we use for sustainable land management can be applied at any scale. Xavier and Laura have got another property that they're working on now that's a lot bigger than this property. They're still going to use the same principles with regards to water management on that farm to get the same results, to keep their animal health, their people health and their environment health.
We're really excited to have worked with this smaller farm to implement environmental best management practices, and that we can show that small properties can have a positive impact on catchment health.